Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is Tinker77, and we're back on the Craftoria world. And last time you saw me working on getting started with the power mod and getting lava transferred over to it using laser IO. And I said I'd be working on the power system after the video ended, and I did that last night during a stream. So let's go look at what I have over here, and I'm going to explain to you a couple things. So I worked on getting all the way up to the highest level, which is the nitro. So I've got a magmator or magmator nitro, and you can see it's sucking up a lot of power here, or lava, and it's even emptied here, and that's not good. So maybe we even ran out just now. That would be very bad. Anyway, so it's got power here. It's making some power. This is a spirited, not a nitro one, but I have access to nitro now. The nitro crystals does take another star, and that's been the limiting factor, but that's fine. We can get more if we fight the Wither. But we have some things here that I've discovered, and that is that this thing can generate, if you look at it here, I think it says it generates 20,000 FE per tick, 20,000, and it extracts 160. But it takes lava, and lava is not a renewable resource. Now, originally, if you recall from last episode, I wanted to work on getting a thermogenerator, which are these things here, so like this one here. But you can see this one can only generate 2,000. This has to sit over a heat source, and if you put it over a heat source of, let me go to the use here. If you put the heat sources here of this, it gives you basically a 280% increase. So it might produce 5,500, 5,600 FE per tick, which is only a fourth of this, but it uses water, and we don't have a way of getting infinite water, but that's conceivable. And if we had infinite water, then we wouldn't be consuming our lava, and we would be able to, have it run continually, and we wouldn't really care. It just would run. And I think I'm going to do that because I think I figured out a great way to get water. Yeah, I figured out a way to get water that's fairly easy, I think. So I'm going to first try to make the thermogenerator of nitro. We're going to try to make the blazing crystal block and get it all set up in this space, not using lava. So let me start that process. So for that heat source, we need to have, from Powa, we need to have a block of blazing crystal, but I only have 4 of these little pieces. This is like nuggets. I need to have a full block, so it takes 9 of those. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 9 blaze rods and make a blaze block. Okay, that should make it a lot easier to do this. Now I'm going to go over here to the energizing orb, and I'm going to put this into here as a block. And you should see it go and fire it, and there is a block right away. It does basically 9 at a time. So instead of doing single blaze rods, try using blocks if you can. It should go a little bit faster. All right, that's the first piece. The next thing I would like to try to make is, of course, the thermogenerator nitro. But these recipes take the previous tier. Now, fortunately, I did get a niotic version of this in a quest reward. So I only have to go up to the next step, which is the spirited, and then go up to the next one. So we're going to make some of these plates here. I think I need a total of 4, and I think I just ran out of the, what are these things called here? These tiny capacitors. We just get a couple more of those. We're going to need to make a total of 4 plates, and we have 3. Now we have 4. That's good. So let's see. Can we do this yet? No. And it's probably because we need more casings, which I think I have. I have a casing here. What are we missing here? We're missing we got a lot of verticals. We need horizontal rods. So let's do a couple of those. There we go. And let's make a couple more casings. We know we're going to need those there. Okay, that's 3 casings. That should be fine. Now we're going to try to make up, looks like we're going to need to make the spirited, some spirited capacitors and spirited pieces. We have some crystals here. We don't have the capacitors. So let's hit the spirited capacitor. And we need 2 of those. There's 1 and there's 2. So that should be everything we need to make the spirited thermogenerator. Okay, so there that is. And now we just need to make the next level, which is the one we want, which is the thermo generator. And again, we have some trouble here, probably because we don't have the capacitors. So let's make 1 of those, 2 of those, and we still have 1 crystal. We might need to get something else here. Okay, so hopefully we don't want that one. We want that one. And again, we're missing, we have 5 nitro crystals here. We only have, well, it says we have 5. Shouldn't that work then? Okay, well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have the thermo generator, we have the casing, we have the 2 capacitors. Right? Or did I mess up this thing? Oh, wait, there we go. That's, okay. I messed the recipe up. I don't know why it doesn't drag things in sometimes, but that was that. And then we had the 2 capacitors, and we had the casing. We had 2 of these, and what was the top thing? Oh, a crystal. And we have that. So there we go. Okay, I don't know why this didn't work correctly, but now we have a thermo generator. So that should be good. So let's go place this over here, and I'll show you that, of course, it won't be working right now because we don't have the water, but that's what we're going to do in just a second. So I will not need this anymore, and we're going to get rid of this. That's empty anyway. Okay, so let's start to set this up. So we'll put this down here, and we'll put this on top. And this is how we have been using pipes to extract. Of course, I don't have the piece here, but I'll set that up. But now we need to get water. So that is the next step. So we need to make a tank. And I have that one. And I think I can make the next tier up. Maybe. Yeah, so this will give us more tank. We're going to basically be storing the water. And we're going to have a piping that water into the system over here. So let's get that set up. I'm going to put the tank right here. And we're going to set up a pipe here to go from there to there. And we're going to set it to extract. And there we go. So that should feed in water into here. And we're going to be doing some water stuff, some water magic right here. We're going to use some integrated dynamics. And you may have done this already. I just found this out. I think this works great. Basically, I'm going to work backwards. So we have that tank. We want to put stuff into it. So we're going to be using a fluid interface, right? And that takes empty bucket. It takes some of these crystals, and we should have everything there. Do we have a lot of those crystals? Yes. I don't have any buckets. So let's make a couple buckets. That's pretty easy, right? So we'll make 4 buckets. There we go. So let's get this started. We're going to use this fluid interface. Excuse me. We're going to make that. And so now we have the fluid interface. That's great. I know we're going to use one of those. We're going to be using the logic cable. That's something else we need. And the last piece of this, I believe, is a world fluid importer. Okay, so we have to make this. And it takes a fluid importer first, which takes the input variable transformer, which we made back when we made the integrated dynamic storage idea. So now we have that. And we need to make this piece right here where I'm getting lost. So we have to make a logic director. And this takes a bunch of stuff here. You can see we have the crystals, we have diamonds, those are fine. But we need to make crystallized coarse chunks. And I was like, how do you do that? Well, if you look, you can use a squeezer and you can use proto-chorus. And proto-chorus is just these mineral berries and the ender pearls. And we have both of those now. You see in the end right here, we have a bunch of berries. And we have a bunch of pearls, and if it's not in here, we have it in yeah, see, there's a bunch of those. So we should be able to make a bunch of these things, right? So it should be just going like this and here, and then like that. And we have a bunch of the proto-chorus, and so now we just got to use a squeezer. So let's see if I can do that. Well, I've got the mechanical squeezer here, and we're going to put in some of this, and we should get, there we are, we're getting our chunks. Just like that. We need a few more. Okay, see, there we go. So let's, I'm gonna wait till I get 12, so that's a good number there. Okay, so we have that. So let's go back into here. We're going to then make from integrated dynamics, we're gonna make up the world fluid transporter, or is this transporter? Yeah, importer. So we're gonna get the logic director. There we have a bunch of that. And now we're going to get that piece right there. All right. So I think that that's all we need are these pieces here. So let's go. I don't know where that other one went. Probably went out of my inventory. Let's go back over here and let's get this kind of like set up. Okay. All right. I'm going to get rid of this block down here. I'm going to also get rid of this one just temporarily. And I'm going to place this importer against this block right here, this grass block. Okay. And you can see it's right there. I'm going to put a cable here, and then I'm going to put the fluid interface on top. Okay, that's the basics of it. Now we're going to basically now control this by using variable cards. We have 2 of these variable cards, and we're going to say, hey, pick up all fluids on the importer. And then on this, which is the interface, we're going to say the target side is not down, it should be going up. Okay, and there we go. So now I think this is ready to work. Let's put this down here, and we're going to grab this and this. And we're going to make this an infinite water source. Real quick, though, I want to make sure that let's just set this I'm gonna take this out just so we can see it fill up the tank, right? So now let's grab our 2 buckets and let's make an infinite water source. And there we go. And immediately this thing is just automatically filling up the tank with water. A little bit noisy, but that's fine. So then all we need to do is, like I had before, is we're gonna take the pipe and we're gonna hit that to extract with the pipe wrench. And oops, I just grabbed a bucket out of there. That's okay. But you can see it's already filled up with buckets of water, and this has got a lot of spare water, and this is now generating power. Never mind, it is working. It's just filling this up. So if I take this out here, this energy cable, just so you can see, now it's not providing energy to anything, and it is good generating power. Just like that. So I can set up a bunch of these thermal generators here, and basically we would then we use the water source and generate stuff. We're not going to be consuming any lava. All right, we know we need nether stars to make more of the nitro crystals, so that means we're going to have to work with this thing right here. Gonna have to kill the wither, so I don't have a wither farm yet, so we're gonna have to just do this, and let's see what happens. There he is. Scary. Let them all charge up here. I do tend to go back to my base to get flight again and then come back and forth, so we'll see how this goes. Hiya. There you go. Okay, we're fighting the wither. He's taking damage. I am also taking some damage. I'll run back here. I'll have another apple. And go back in. Where are you? Where are you? I hate that you can't see him, you know? Oh, come on, come on. Okay, we'll go back here. I have another golden apple. I got plenty of these. That gives us some regen there. Here we go. Where are you? See, he gets way high, and I don't like that. So we're going to back over here. Hopefully he'll come towards me. Maybe not. I don't know. He's healing. See, he's getting up here. See, he's going too far up, and I can't get to him. So what I'm going to do here really quick is, guys, is I do a home, and I jump around here. It gives me flight, and I'll say back. And there we are. I'm back, and now I have flight, and I can get to him. Eat another apple real quick. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There you are. Almost got him. Uh-oh, eat your apple. Eat the apple. And there he's dead. All right, so we are able to get another star. Let's see if we have it in our backpack. We do. And I'm going to go back to base. To make the nitro, you takes a block of blazing. It takes 2 redstone and another star, and then you'll see them start to activate. There they go. And it does take a lot of power. It takes 20 million FE to do this. But then when you get this, you get a block of the nitro, and that's what we wanted to get. There we go. Well, actually, it's more than a block. Sorry. You get 16 nitro, and that's what we need to build more of this stuff. So what else do we need to do with power? So we have power generation here, and I have disconnected this temporarily, but we have power generation. We have power storage. We have, this allows you to, I believe, work with powering devices in your inventory. And I'm not really using that, so I didn't really upgrade it, but I have it there. And then we have the way using these energizing rods and the energizing orb, which is a square or a cube. Don't know why, to make things like that. So we have pretty much everything we want for our energy infrastructure. It's just a matter of expanding this out, right? But what we don't have yet is, and I think I want to work on next, is trying to figure out a way to do wireless energy transmission. So let's see what Powa has to offer. Looking at Powa, right up here, we can see the starter energy cells. And then right next to it, you have Ender cells, which sounds like it's Ender. The difference between cell and this other cell is the word Ender, which usually means teleportation. So I'm assuming this is the way of transmitting energy wirelessly, okay? So I'm going to try to make 2 of these ender cell nitros, because I think one has to be like a sender and one would have to be a receiver of energy. Okay, so what does it take to make this? Well, it takes, looks like obsidian, 4 crystals, and an ender core. And an ender core, it looks like an eye of ender, a dielectric casing, and a tiny capacitor over at the energizing rod. So let me go do that really quick. And this should be the second one. There we go. So now we should be able to make 2 of these ender cells that are nitro based. And we'll do that one and that one. So then we have 2 of those systems. That's fine. That works great. Let's see, what else do I want to make here? I would like to start using the highest energy cables, the nitro cables. And it looks like I just need to have another nitro capacitor here. So let's put that in. And I think that's enough for it. Yeah, so now we have 12 of the cables. So let's go over here and see what else this works with, how it works. I'm not quite sure, but I'm going to go off of this energy cell to one of these devices. So we'll just say, go here. I'll put a couple of these so it's out of the way. And we're going to put this one right here. And now I want to look at the interface here. Okay, so I'm not sure what these cells do right here, but these look like channels. And it looks like it can hold or transmit 2 million FE per tick, but I guess it doesn't have any energy in it at the moment. I'm going to put this one over here, and it probably should have the same interface. Okay, so now what? And by looking at this, I mean, it's not receiving any energy either. This does have energy in it. You can see that. So I'm assuming you need to put something in here to get it to work. And I believe it's the battery. Basically, you have to put the power cell into it. So let's see if we can do that. We're going to go look over here again, and we're going to look for the battery. And there are batteries here. And I think I want, of course, the nitro. Why not go for the biggest and the best? Apparently, because you need to have the previous model. Okay, so that's going to be a little bit of a pain. Do I have any battery? I have a regular battery here. Let's just try this out because, and look at that. It's storing power probably from my transmitter that I had. I had not tried that yet. That's kind of cool. Okay, so that's excellent. Now let's not do this. So let's put it in here. I think, do I go like this? Do I go like this? That goes in either of these slots. That's interesting, but I don't see anything there. Is this getting anything at all? I don't know. Okay, so let's go over here and now let's right click on this. Can I shift right click? No. How about right clicking here? Can I do that? No. Oh, what? Oh, I just shift right clicked and it went in. It looks like it has 1 million FE. I guess that battery can hold 1 million FE, and you can see it's fully charged. What's going on over here? And look, this has 600 million. I don't know why it would have 600 when that has 1 million. Interesting. But that means that basically this is now kind of linked to that. Well, that is very cool. I'd like that a lot. Let's see if we can put this to use now. So I chunk loaded these 2 sections. Okay. Now let's go over to the mining dimension and see if we can get this power to work in the mining dimension. Okay, I have disconnected power from both sides of this, so this thing should be depleted. It is depleted already. So now let's see if I can get power hooked up with this cable. And that works. Let me get rid of this one too, because it's just going to keep working. Okay, so that is hooking up. That's good. Again, we're out of power. And if I put down this here, does this provide power? Okay, here we go. And immediately you can see it's keeping up with the power stuff. Of course, it's being depleted. So are we not producing enough power for this to be transmitted? I don't know. This is also chunk loaded. So you can see it's completely out of power and this is going to be emptying. Okay, so let me figure out why this is. Let me go back to the other zone and see. If you look at the map here, let's real quick before I do that, let me go look at the claim manager, and you can kind of see here that I have those 2 chunks are chunk loaded, so they should be working. Let's go back over to the base and go look over what's going on over here, because perhaps it's not transmitting across those dimensions. I don't know. So it used up 600, but it's not transmitting across dimensions. I wonder if there's like an augment or something like that that we can use to do that. I'm not sure why it's working now, but what I did select this and made all sides be receiving power. So it looks like it's pulling power in directly. And you can see we have power. It's being supplied by the thermo generator, and it has filled this up completely. That's good. So this has full power. But now if I go over to the mining dimension, you should see that it is at full power on the other side as well. Plus it has and is powering the digital miner. So here we have this. It's completely powered and the digital miner is working just fine, which means I should be able to upgrade this now and hopefully keep it working. Currently in the upgrades here, I have 8 of 32 energy upgrades, but I only have 5 speed upgrades. So let me go and get 3 more speed upgrades. I like to use 8. You could go way up high to 32, but I just want to see if I can use 8. So let me go get those. There's the third one of those. So I made them. And now let's go on back to the mining dimension. And let's go to upgrades. I'm going to put all 3 here and let's just see what happens. Okay. So it's definitely using power. This is so far keeping up. And it is going to town on the speed. Isn't that great? So I know that I can use, with 8 speed upgrades, 8 energy upgrades on the digital miner, it's going at a pace that I find is good. And it's running completely off of this. So we can get rid of all of this infrastructure here. So I'm going to clean it up. And now that's all we have for our digital miner is just an ender cell, which is nitro based. And we have 1 battery in it. And of course we can get the bigger battery. This is only 1 million FE. I believe the bigger one does 2 billion. So that's probably something we will upgrade a little bit later, but this is working fantastic now and we don't have to worry about it. So I'm quite happy with this. Well, we've gotten through most of the basics of Power. The only thing that would be left, which I'm not really ready to do yet, is making a reactor. So I think this will have to be for now. I will, of course, off camera, probably augment this, make this a little bit bigger of power production, 4 or 5 of these in a row. And I'll add, instead of a spirited energy cell, make my battery be something else, the nitro version of this, you know. So I mean, we're going down slowly. This is not generating enough power. Obviously we're using a lot, but I mean, I can just augment this section and it should just be fine. So guys, I think that's going to be what's going to go on in the next episode then is we're going to be using this power. I think I'm going to go over and do some AE, finally getting into AE and replacing our storage system with disks and that sort of thing. So now that we have the power, we can power that up, no problem, okay? Anyway, guys, I sure hope you liked this video. If you did, please click that like button. If you have any comments, put them down in the comment section. And if you'd like to be notified of the videos I produce, please subscribe to this channel. And don't forget to hit that little bell icon so you get all the notifications, okay? Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.